No way. Okay, down in there.
On a blazing day in Kings County, California, on May 14th, 2021, a seasoned cop found themselves in a pretty intense chase, putting their skills and grit to the test. In the middle of this crazy chase, the officer hit a roadblock and ended up in a drainage ditch. You could hear the smash and crunch. Right then, their gut told them to call for backup pronto, so they quickly shared where they were. Even with the ditch danger, the officer stayed cool and managed to get out fast, leaving the cruiser soaking in the mud. Not letting anything get in the way, the officer quickly checked things out and decided not to wait for help. Dead set on catching up with the chase, they hightailed it to the main road. Meeting up with the crew, everyone shrugged off the setback and kept going strong. Chief Turk and Sergeant Moran came across a surprise this chilly afternoon in November. Picture this, two guys loitering around some sketchy vehicles in the 600 block of 59th Avenue. One of them had no plates, a missing tire, and was completely neglecting basic safety measures. Just being careful, the cops went over to check on two guys, one of them being Lawrence Allred, a 47-year-old going by J. Red. As they chatted, his real name slipped out.
The car looks a little odd, that's why we're here checking on you.
Okay.
With the back window missing and all that, so we're just checking it out to make sure everything's okay.
In the middle of the talk, J. Red decided it was time for a sprint session, ran across fields, jumped fences, splashed through a creek, conquered embankments, and trespassed onto someone else's property.
No way! You're under arrest!
So, the cops were on the chase after the escape artist, running through fields and obstacles until they arrested Allred. He thought he could pull off Grand Theft Auto, but his luck fizzled out when the vehicle wouldn't start. They quickly arrested him, and the unexpected tale wrapped up just like that.
We're too old for this stuff.
Things got pretty intense in Manchester on January 30th, with the cops digging into organised crime on Oldham Road. Right in the thick of it was 54-year-old Joseph Gray, holding onto something way more than your average stuff. While searching, the cops asked Gray if he had anything shady. It turns out he confessed to having a grenade, which startled them.
Do you have anything on you that you shouldn't have?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
What do you have?
Grenade.
You think you've got a grenade?
Yeah.
But it gets even more intense. Gray has a revolver, 150 rounds, and harmful intentions. When they searched his place, they discovered 9 kilograms of weed and 4 kilograms of highly pure amphetamines. Pretty wild, huh?
You think you've got a grenade?
Yeah, and a gun. I think it's a
Grenade and a gun.
Joseph Gray is now serving an 8-year sentence after admitting guilt to charges involving possessing a prohibited weapon, a firearm with intent to endanger life, ammunition with intent to endanger life, and 2 counts of possession with intent to supply Class B drugs. An unexpected incident occurred, and the Volusia County Sheriff's Office had to address a rather alarming situation. 2 12-year-olds were apprehended with guns. Picture this, an ordinary day for a cop on patrol, and suddenly chaos erupts as she notices a kid pointing a gun at her. Acting swiftly, she calls 911 to report the alarming situation and attempts to defuse it.
The little kids were standing out in the field. It appeared that he had a handgun and he was pointing it at our car as we were driving by.
Stepping out of her patrol car, she approaches the kids' hiding spot and calmly instructs them to come out. Here's the kicker. She handcuffs those boys as they attempt to flee.
Stop right there!
It was a real gun. We were shooting it over here. Someone said we were alone.
Digging into things a bit more, it turns out that the rundown place wasn't just a hideout for 2 kids with guns. There was a loaded one and bullet casings strewn around.
Got some in the chamber, one in the chamber, one in the, ready to go.
This cop's body cam captures an intense moment. An officer transforms into an unsung hero during a daring water rescue. With a couple trapped in their submerged car, the officer promptly calls for backup to address the serious situation. The officer arrives, spots a submerged car with a soaked engine, and doesn't waste a moment. Urgently, the officer instructs the stressed couple to climb out through the window, emphasizing the need for immediate action.
You're gonna have to hop out!
Urgent commands echo as the officer guides them to safety. Despite fear, the couple trusts the rescuer's instructions, showcasing pro moves and quick thinking for a safe rescue. In a challenging situation, the officer acted swiftly, making rapid decisions. Calling for backup immediately proved crucial for the successful rescue.
Both passengers and drivers out.
On January 2nd, 2023, Arizona State Troopers got a call to swoop in and save the day at Tonto Creek. The deal: rescue a driver who thought it was a good idea to ignore road barricades and ended up stuck in crazy fast floodwaters. Our Ranger 1 crew jumped into action pronto when the call came in. The chopper hovers low over the flooded truck, and this trooper paramedic dude skillfully hops onto the truck bed. Like a pro, the trooper guides the stranded driver to crawl through the back window, kitting them out with a floaty thing and extra safety gear for the rescue. After a short break, Ranger 1 comes back, pulling off a slick hover extraction. Easy peasy. The trooper and the stranded driver were airlifted from the flooded truck bed, taken to a nearby command post, and handed over to Gila County Sheriff's Office deputies for extra help. It's a bold rescue that showcases Arizona State Troopers teaming up, using air rescue to handle tricky flood conditions and keep folks safe from their misadventures. On the night of June 20th, 2023, around 11:26 p.m., things got pretty crazy for the Flagler County Sheriff's Office. What began as a routine traffic stop for a silver Infiniti escalated into a complicated situation, resulting in multiple charges against one individual. A cop pulled over a silver Infiniti, trying to keep things in check. The car reluctantly slowed to a measly 15 miles per hour. As the cop got closer, they saw Leslie Brock with an open baggie of cocaine all over him, lap, shorts, and even his beard.
Man, why you talking to me like that? I don't got nothing, bro.
Step out of the car.
Bro, I don't have nothing. Bro, what you doing?
Step out of the car.
Bro, I don't have nothing.
Despite being told to step out, Brock wasn't cooperating, making the situation tense. What began as a routine traffic stop for a silver Infiniti escalated into a complicated situation, resulting in multiple charges against one individual.
Out of the car.
Bro, what I got? I don't got nothing.
You just threw the bag on the ground.
It's got
crack all over the flat. Against the car. Stop.
The craziness didn't end. Brock's in custody, spitting out cocaine, all night at Advent Health, waiting for clearance. He's facing charges of resisting arrest, possession of illegal substance, and tampering with evidence. What a wild ride from that insane encounter.
What color is this? What color is that?
Blue.
Blue. That came out of your spit in the car.
I no cocaine.
Team HCSO's Fly and Sea Crew teamed up for a gutsy rescue near Apollo Beach and Beer Can Island. Around 8:26 p.m, they found and saved 4 folks stuck on a sinking boat. Nature had its plans. The crazy weather stirred up wild waves that the poor boat's pump couldn't handle. The engine was coughing its last breath, and the closest shore was a tough 2 miles away. It was a pretty dire situation. Guess what? Luck was on their side. Every person on board had a life jacket. A swift 911 call initiated the rescue, and the passengers cleverly used their phone flashlights to guide the deputies in the tumultuous waters.
We got you. We got you. We got you. Okay? All right, you're fine. We got you. Don't worry. We got you. Just have a seat, okay?
The deputies moved quickly, pulling off a flawless rescue, getting every person out of the sinking boat. It's kind of crazy. Everyone ended up on shore without a scratch. The whole team let out a big sigh of relief, just happy the whole boat mess didn't turn into a real tragedy.
So we have all 4 on board. There was only 4, so everyone is accounted for and safe.
Burlington police received a concerned call reporting a potential trespasser in a building. The caller observed an open door and suspicious items, prompting the call for assistance. Upon arrival, the police issued a stern command for everyone to exit with their hands raised. In the absence of a response, they maintained composure, drawing their firearms for a thorough search.
I'm happy to clear it because it's not the door, but...
Bro, the police! Anybody in here, make yourself known!
A vigilant officer identified the individual, aiming their weapon. With assertive directives, the person was apprehended, handcuffed, and taken into custody without incident.
Burlington police, show your hands. Face away from me now. Keep backing up. Keep backing up. Keep backing up.
In summary, the police apprehended the trespasser thanks to a vigilant observer who reported the suspicious activity. This underscores the effectiveness of the Burlington police in promptly addressing potential threats and ensuring the community's safety. At Orlando International Airport, a cop on a bike found themselves caught up in a wild chase involving an intoxicated lady on a motorized suitcase, not exactly ready for plane travel. Despite the cop being chill, the woman got more agitated. She raced around on her motorized suitcase, turning the terminal into a makeshift racetrack.
I need you to go to the terminal, dude.
Suck my Oh, I can suck my
Okay, Chelsea. Just go to the terminal.
The officer stayed composed, skillfully maneuvering through the crowd. Politely, he asked the lady to exit the secure area and even suggested a race to the exit. However, she remained hostile, showing no concern for the officer's attempt to keep the situation calm.
Can you roll with me to the main terminal? You can't hang out here. It's a secured area.
He's trying to follow me.
Yeah, follow me.
What the?
Follow me, Chelsea. We'll roll out together.
Everything went south when the lady spat on the officer's face. That was it. Talk time was over and action mode was activated. More cops rolled in. They grabbed the lady, cuffed her, and escorted her out of the airport. And just like that, the bizarre OIA drama was done and dusted. On June 29th, 2023, the Hoboken cops found this guy with a warrant. They went up, gave him the heads up about the arrest coming his way, just doing their thing. I got messy when the dude went all in, fists flying, swearing he's not doing jail time. Cop tried to cool him down, calmly explaining the arrest deal.
Yeah, what that mean? What that mean? I'm not going to Kearney. If I go to Kearney, everybody...
But nope, it didn't work. The dude got more worked up and kept on about why he was in trouble. In the middle of the chaos, a lady cop steps in, chatting it out, pushing the idea that he should cooperate, face the music, and maybe get some help.
He's just a little hurt because what happened last time. If you get Barbara, he'll definitely go in that car.
The crowd joined in, backing up the officers. They convinced the guy to play it smart and surrender. There was a big sigh of relief when he finally gave up, influenced by the cops and the crowd. Onlookers even clapped, bringing everyone together in a tough spot. There was this incident in Whatcom County. Sheriff's deputies got a call about some woman with maybe mental health stuff going on, trespassing on a local farm. When the deputies arrived, they found this woman with outstanding warrants. Even though she was all worked up and accusing them of stuff, the deputies kept their cool and stayed pro.
So my body cam's on, just let you know.
I know.
Right, Ashley?
Yeah.
And so, I'm sorry, but you're under
What am I under arrest for?
Just go ahead, turn around, fix your hands on your back. Can you drop your shoes?
They arrested her without making things worse, handling it with a chill approach and wrapping it up smoothly.
Grab me so hard. Why you guys grab me hard like a... Why am I listed as a terrorist?
After cuffing the woman, the farmer, whose place got trespassed, told the deputies he wanted her banned. Having aced the arrest, the deputies sorted out the farmer's request just like that.
I don't want to press charges for trespassing, but we're good for the warrant.
Okay.
I'll handle that.
Okay.
Just a reminder that she's not welcome.
Local cops in the UK got a call about a house on fire. The situation was urgent, and the officers immediately jumped into action to ensure everyone was safe. Cops swiftly evacuated everyone from the area, ensuring their safety from the intense house fire.
Go! Anyone in there? Get out!
Collaborating seamlessly with the emergency crew, they maintained a cool and professional approach, prioritizing everyone's well-being.
Out of the house now! Out! Everybody out! Everybody out! Leave now!
Once the folks were out of harm's way, the cops teamed up with the fire and rescue crews to tackle the blaze. Their dedication to keeping the public safe was crystal clear, showing off the bravery and toughness of the UK police in tricky situations.
Right. Let's go, come on. Let's go. No time to get anything. Let's just get out of here, yeah?
This calm vibe got wrecked when some unexpected guys showed up, messing with everyone's peace. Little did the folks know they were about to be the main characters in some crazy, unexpected drama. People gathered, ready to deal with the intruder. Sirens blared, letting everyone know the cops were on their way. A seasoned officer stepped up, breaking up the crowd and talking to neighbors for info. The trapped burglar was in a tight spot as the officer got the details. The officer and the crowd teamed up to take down the intruder and ensure justice was served.
Don't fight him. Don't fight him.
If you test him, I'm gonna tase you.
Don't fight him.
Test him, I'm gonna tase you. I'll put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
The locals got gutsy and grabbed that desperate burglar, teaming up until the cops stepped in. The officer cuffed the intruder with skill.
You gotta listen, man. You just gotta listen. You're not following instructions.
Okay, listen. I got it. You're not. Come on. Hand out, hand out, hand out, hand out.
The vibe changed from freaking out to feeling relieved as they hauled the burglar away in the police car's glow. As the car drove off, taking the caught burglar to face the music, the neighborhood went back to its chill state. One calm evening in Springfield, things took a turn when a call came in about a stolen vehicle. The cops hurried to the scene and found a flipped car, sparking a significant response from law enforcement. Approaching the overturned car, cop cams captured the wreckage, twisted metal and shattered glass. In the nearby woods, 3 kids confessed and revealed information about additional accomplices.
Oh, you're gonna get help! Do not move!
Driver, how does that done?
The sheriff's office and K9 team geared up, ready to hunt down the runaways and deliver justice with high-tech help. Cops, using a slick drone and FLIR tech, caught 2 sneaky kids in the woods with precise info. Simultaneously, tip-off about a lone kid on the sidewalk led to a quick capture. Easy peasy.
I got you. Don't worry about that.
Attaboy, Odin.
Step over. Step back.
In a heart-stopping moment, the Franklin Township Sheriff's Department received a distress call about a child struggling to breathe in an apartment complex.
What's going on there?
My son, he put zipper his neck. He can't even breathe now.
Hold on, calm down. What's going on?
Deputies hurried to an apartment where a desperate mother pleaded for help, her 6-year-old son in distress with a zip tie around him.
This guy.
Oh, jeez.
Acting swiftly, the deputies assessed the situation and with precision used medical scissors to remove the threatening zip tie, ensuring the child's safety. The mother watched in relief as deputies skillfully ensured her child's safety. Grateful, the child hugged the deputy, thankful for the quick action that turned the sheriff and deputies into unsung heroes, saving a young life.
Okay, I got you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
In Spokane, a local restaurant became an unexpected battleground for a confrontation between a determined man and the police. The day unfolded when management sought police assistance for a man disrupting business by lingering in an unwarranted manner. Spokane police swiftly responded to a restaurant disturbance where a man resisted leaving despite officers' patient requests. His persistent refusal led to an escalated situation, and officers informed him of his impending arrest.
They've already asked him to leave a number of times. They need to go. Who is it? Because they're closing their business and they don't want you here anymore.
The tense scene captivated patrons and staff, highlighting the delicate balance between maintaining order and respecting individual rights. As the man persistently resisted, officers took him into custody, ensuring a safe resolution to the standoff. Delicately placing handcuffs around his wrists symbolized the consequences of his refusal to comply with lawful police orders.
Well, it could have been as simple as you just walking out and leaving, but you couldn't do that.
In a dramatic incident recorded by police body cams, officers raced against time to save a distressed woman attempting to jump off a bridge into freezing waters. The chilling scene unfolded as the determined woman stood on the edge, poised to end her ordeal. Swiftly responding to a distressed woman on a bridge, officers empathetically negotiated, capturing every moment on their body cams.
Let me try to help you, okay? I don't think I've ever met you before.
I tried so hard.
Can you come back over on this side of the fence for me so we can talk this out?
Despite earnest efforts, the woman leapt into icy waters. Driven by duty, one officer dove in without hesitation, using a nearby tool to rescue her from the freezing depths.
Jesus' name,
Bodycam footage captured the intense moment as officers swiftly and courageously rescued a struggling woman in icy waters, demonstrating dedication and bravery. Risking their safety, they successfully pulled her to safety, providing a glimmer of hope in what could have been a tragic event.
Please let me go! Please!
In a serene Arlington family park, tranquility was shattered as police swiftly responded to reports of a man using narcotics. Officers arrived determined to address the concerns raised by vigilant citizens. Guided by information from a witness, officers approached a man at a specific location, confronting him about reported activities.
So, we got another complaint. Yeah, I want you to put those back in there. I thought you had in your hand. Put those back in there.
Upon investigation, existing warrants were uncovered, leading officers to promptly arrest him. With professionalism, they escorted the man to a patrol car for a thorough search.
So, let's head back to the car. We'll talk once we get everything squared away, okay?
While executing their duties, officers informed the man of his Miranda rights, ensuring awareness of legal consequences. Importantly, they clarified that the arrest was solely due to existing warrants, emphasizing transparency in their enforcement actions. Down in Palm Coast, Florida, on August 9th, 2022, the cops were dealing with this pushy door-to-door salesperson. These deputies were on this guy Christopher Kiwanuka's case for aggressive sales. A 39-year-old Californian with a Texas warrant for skipping court faced charges of possessing over 2 ounces of weed, stealing a firearm, and carrying a weapon illegally. The entire incident was recorded on Flagler deputies' body cams. The deputy clarified that Kiwanuka was in serious trouble and couldn't avoid getting nabbed.
I haven't done any. If I was going to run, I would have ran. I didn't consent to this at all.
Then, within the hour, they locked him up at the Sheriff Perry Hall inmate detention facility with no chance of getting out on bond. And just like that, the authorities kicked off the legal stuff to send him back to Texas. Down on IH-35 in LaSalle County, Texas, cops were on the tail of a smuggler tearing it up in a stolen semi-truck. Mid-chase, troopers found a hidden compartment in the stolen truck with 18 illegal immigrants, victims of smuggling. Despite their efforts, crafty driver escaped, so authorities ensured the safety of the discovered folks. No time wasted, they swiftly handed over the 18 immigrants to the US Border Patrol for sorting and checks. The chase brought out the struggles law enforcement deals with in fighting human trafficking and illegal immigration. It showed how they always grind to handle these tricky problems along the Texas border. In a dramatic twist on August 4th, 2022, 41-year-old Sean Patrick Scott, wanted in a Maryland rape case, was captured by Flagler County deputies and U.S. Marshals during a high-risk traffic stop on State Road 100 near I-95, putting an end to Scott's attempt to escape arrest. Scott faced serious charges in Anne Arundel County, Maryland, including assault and sex offenses. He also had charges from another incident. Despite being out on bond, authorities caught him. With a criminal history dating back to 1999, he's now in custody at Flagler County Jail, waiting for extradition. During the arrest, Scott tried to deny his involvement, but law enforcement's records backed up the charges against him.
We're not leaving right this minute.
I know,
okay?
can I stay in the car? Can I talk to Melanie, please?
That's
please,
going to be up to the marshals, okay? Have a seat for me for a second.
Placed in a police car, he was taken to the deputy's office, marking the end of a chapter in the pursuit of justice for the victims involved. In the heart of Indian River County, Florida, on July 23, 2022, Deputy Kwang Tony Lay swiftly rescued a woman stuck upside down in a water-filled canal during a rollover crash. In a crazy turn of events on the road, the lady's car somersaulted into a canal while she was dealing with a health emergency. Deputy Lee, rocking more than 5 years on the job, sprang into action.
Stay still. Don't move. I'm gonna cut that seatbelt, okay?
Armed with a knife, he quickly sliced through her seatbelt and smartly shifted her sideways, keeping her head above water. Deputy Lee went full-on rescue mode, pulling off life-saving moves to free the distressed person.
Get her head out of the water. Here.
Saved from the underwater ride, they whisked the lady off to HCA Florida Lawnwood Hospital in a helicopter, patching her up for non-serious injuries. Social media blew up with shout-outs, with everyone in the hood giving major props to the quick and brave moves pulled by those hero responders in the middle of a life-or-death scene. In an unfolding incident in Atlanta, 17-year-old Tavon Shelton, an alleged gang member, found himself in police custody after a heated dispute involving a weapon at a local convenience store. Things got intense when Shelton deliberately pushed a cop during his arrest.
What's wrong with you, man?
Nah, man.
What are you shoving me like that for, man?
Nah, man, I'm just trying to walk home.
You want to see me walking in the store, bro?
A search turned up some alarming stuff in Shelton's possession: a stolen and altered firearm, ammo, a face mask, and a glass puncher. Further digging revealed the firearm was stolen in Sandy Springs. Not a legal novice, Shelton, confirmed gang member, already had an active warrant for not showing up on a robbery charge in DeKalb County. Now, Shelton is in hot water with a slew of charges, including possession of crime tools, simple assault, obstruction, theft by receiving, unlawful possession of automatic weapons, and having a firearm under the age of 18, escalating his legal woes. In Florida, cops pulled off a wild move during a regular traffic stop. They stumbled upon something big and busted a guy for human smuggling. The whole thing started when the cops cruising around spotted this sketchy ride and thought, let's check it out. They walked up to the driver and noticed he was jittery during the chat, so they dug in more.
Is there a K9 available?
Tempo, we're checking it out.
Tempo.
While searching, bam, they found something messed up. People being smuggled in the back, all tucked under stuff and white linen. Crazy, right? After they uncovered this crazy stuff, they slapped the driver with an instant arrest and hit him with charges of smuggling people. It just shows that even in regular traffic stops, the cops stay sharp, busting illegal moves left and right. On August 6, 2022, in Beverly Beach, Florida, deputies got a call about someone going crazy with construction gear on the sidewalk at 3771 N Ocean Shore BLVD around 8 a.m. Randy Lee Wieland, just a drifter, went all out on a crazy joyride. He jacked a $60,000 lull from a construction site and hauled it 2.5 miles south along A1A to Beverly Beach. And let me tell you, it wasn't pretty. He caused over $10,000 in damages, running over fire hydrants, plowing through a charter communications thing, wrecking mailboxes, and breaking up parts of the sidewalk. Total mayhem. So, Sheriff Rick Staley gave a shout-out to the folks who acted fast, reported the incident ASAP, stopped more damage, and helped arrest Wieland. On a blazing hot July 8th afternoon, the Flagler County Sheriff's Office arrested a notorious man named Stephen Johnson. This guy had a whopping 70 felony charges and 31 convictions under his belt. On I-95, cops stopped Stephen Johnson for a routine check. And guess what? He tried to be slick with a stolen license plate. But that's not all. They found a healthcare company's laptop with sensitive data from break-ins in his car.
Your history is all burglaries. And then you have a bunch of plates stuck on top of each other like So why do you have this?
I just bought the laptop.
The medical file with all the passwords in it.
Now, he's in even more trouble for having unauthorized IDs, and the kicker, he's on probation but still breaking the rules meant to keep his criminal history in check. Seriously, when will this guy learn?
All real sus. When you got medical files, pasting stuff, how to log into medical histories, passwords, names, Aetna, Medicaid, all that.
Sheriff Staley urgently emphasized the need to keep Johnson behind bars, fervently calling for imprisonment. It was a plea for community safety, fueled by frustration in dealing with a seemingly immune repeat offender.
You got, what, 4 cell phones now? 2 laptops? One's a medical laptop?
In an alarming incident in western Wisconsin last weekend, the Barron County Sheriff's Office released a video depicting a deputy falling through the ice on Prairie Lake while searching for a snowmobiler. The video gets pretty intense as the deputy's walking on the frozen lake, and then, suddenly, the ice gives in and goes plunging into the icy water. But don't worry, quick as a flash, firefighters and some folks nearby jumped into action to rescue the deputies stuck in the freezing lake. Everyone's on it within minutes to rescue the deputies who dipped in the freezing waters. The firefighters are all determined and quick, working against the clock to ensure the officers are safe. The Bodycam footage is pretty intense, showing how wild and risky law enforcement can be, even in a Wisconsin winter's calm, frozen landscapes. A vigilant law enforcement officer noticed a suspicious-looking car and decided to investigate. Little did they know it would lead to the discovery of a human smuggling attempt. The officer pulled over the suspicious vehicle and uncovered individuals, including 2 children, being smuggled inside.
Come out! Get him out of here. Come here. How many bodies you got? Huh? 9?
Swiftly, police intervened, apprehended the perpetrators, and charged them accordingly.
You're gonna be placed under arrest right now for human smuggling. 9 counts. But that's how many bodies are in there. You understand?
This heroic act by the police, rescuing 2 children from a smuggling operation, underscores their proactive approach and dedication to combating human smuggling.